Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Aaron.
And we are back with Season 2 of The Last of Us. Now, if you don't know Blind Wave, welcome. We are some friends that watch TV shows together. And we watched Season 1 of The Last of Us together. You can check that out right here on YouTube. But Season 2 is going to be a little bit different. Because in Season 1, we had all played the wonderful Naughty Dog video game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now Eric hasn't played.
Nope.
Oh, Calvin hasn't played.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I haven't played.
Aaron hasn't played.
I only played the first game.
Yeah.
And then I was like, should I play the second game before this? And they said no. I'm like, okay.
So everything we're about ready to see in Season 2 is completely fresh.
Yep.
So Calvin and I will hold off our talk about, like, what do you think about how they adapted this? How do you think this is setting up this? In lieu of Aaron
do I
having...
have to leave sometimes for you guys to talk about
I think it
stuff?
might depend on what it is. But it also might just be fun to enjoy your fresh experience.
Sure.
Because I personally love this game. I know a lot of people didn't love the game, but also a lot of people experienced the game through spoilers.
Through a leak.
Yeah, through a leak, and it kind of like muddied the waters with like how I think a story is supposed to be told, as opposed to just like facts, you know?
Sure.
So we're not going to do that to you. We're going to let some storytellers tell you the story.
All right.
So last time on The Last of Us, Joel went against what he was trying to do the entire time, which is get Ellie to a doctor to take advantage of what seems to be an immunity to this disease. And instead of doing that, well, I'm sorry, he did do that, but then backtracked, killed everybody, and got her out of there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we ended like at the end of the first game.
Sure, yeah.
And I don't know where we go from here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a complicated...
We're in a mountain town hill.
It's a very complicated decision, which I know like a lot of video gamers would like to have that choice, but this was one of the first games for me that like robs you of that choice and just says, too bad, that's what the character wants, you know?
Sure.
In terms of like
there's a
making
difference
that decision.
of the games where you decide, like Mass Effect, where you decide what happens,
yeah.
versus like Last of Us. At least the first one, I don't know about the second one,
Yeah.
has more of a you are playing this story.
Yeah.
You know, Uncharted, they made that
Yeah.
also is like you're playing this story with these characters. And most games were always like that.
Yeah, sure.
It wasn't until other times where it's like, let's make more of a decision, or RPG sometimes would be much more of that.
You. But it's a pretty hard choice that he made. But I imagine me playing it back in the day and being like, I don't know how I feel about this. But when you played it, you had 4 kids at that time. Like, how did that?
Yeah. No,
like, did you just understand his decision there?
Yeah, I mean, the
like the
struggle
world or a
he
child.
has with like losing his daughter.
Yeah.
Before, and then finding like this new kid in Ellie in the apocalypse world.
Yeah.
Like there's that trauma that he has where it's like, well, if I could save her now, what would I have done? What would I do with my kid?
Sure.
So no, I get that, and it's really tough where it's like you don't even know for sure if that cure or whatever that they're working on will help everyone or not for sure. So it's like, do I lose her for the chance of saving more, or do I protect her and keep her safe? And it's a really hard decision to make.
Because both of those instincts come from a place of like, we can save the world or we can save my world. Because she became part, like, his world. Sure. You know? And like those instincts come from the same spot, but very, very different destinations.
Very different expressions of
Very different expressions. And that is what makes us human, and that what makes us be interested in checking out what happens in Season 2 of The Last of Us. This is the first episode of the season, so if you guys want to check out the entire full-length reaction, you can, down in the description and the pinned comment. We have a link for that. You can go over to blindwave.com, and while you're over at blindwave.com, check out all the various fun things there are to do. Like, we recently released some like trading cards over there, and I can't believe the fervor in which people are trying to get my rare cards.
Yeah.
They cannot have them. They are mine.
And trade them to each other.
They can trade if they want to.
They got the porgs.
They have the porgs.
There are porgs over there.
It's an army of porgs. I keep opening those damn porgs in my cards.
Porg army.
Yeah, so check out the full length and also subscribe. We'll be reacting to each and every episode of The Last of Us Season 2. Let's start this journey. Again, Aaron, completely fresh. Calvin and I will watch and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm excited.
See what changes.
So what do we do? Do we look for other fireflies?
Where? This place was the Fireflies.
He killed, like, their main place.
You'll help me find him.
Yes. I'll help you find him. And I'll help you kill him.
No. Eye for an eye leaves everyone dead. Like, a lot of people that Joel alone killed.
Or Joe.
Or Joe, or whatever it is. Like,
Dang it, I know this show's gonna make me want to just play the game again. Part 2's gameplay, like I thought Part 1's gameplay was fun. I loved Part 2's gameplay so much.
Me too.
I went, ooh, people.
Yep.
you weren't like, oh man, more people.
Well, I'd be like, oh, fuck, certain zombies. So, 5 years later.
It's like a fight, training, or what? This is some great training. Oh!
Got some jiu-jitsu in there, yeah. Mm-hmm. But he's strong enough and she's light enough. And he gets slammed.
Arm bar! Tighten it up.
If he taps, it's training. Can you tap? There we go. Okay. Good old barn training session.
It's like an old western town, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it is Wyoming.
It is.
Jackson, Wyoming.
But it doesn't look like it was a new modern. It doesn't look that modern of a town. That was like.
It looks like they've repurposed a town.
Yeah.
Like an older town.
I mean, yes, there's electricity running through and stuff, but like it doesn't look like Columbus or Marietta. It just looks,
Yeah.
It makes me think more western.
Damn roots.
Hey, kiddo.
He looks like an old guy now with his glasses and everything.
He's got fine glasses at work, right?
We're not sure what we're supposed to do, and our foreman isn't foremanning.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. I'll be out there in a minute.
Is he the foreman?
Can I ask a question?
Shoot.
Why is she angry at you?
I don't know.
Well, I figure it's normal. Her being 19 and me being what I am. No one likes their parents at that age. I never got there with my own kids, so we're both just figuring it out for the first time is all. I can't hold myself responsible for another person's emotional state.
Are you in fucking therapy? Holy shit, you're seeing Gail?
I'm not in therapy. Jesus, go.
Oh, wait. Ugh.
God, so cool. Aim small, miss small.
A little low, but hit.
It's all right. Got him anyway.
Yes.
Taking you off patrols for a bit. Putting you on gate watch.
Gate watch? What? Why?
Oh, 'cause it's an important job.
It's standing on a fucking fence.
He's concerned about you.
Unfucking real. I don't care if it's easier. It's not fair. And by the way, you know I'm the one we should be least worried about when it comes to infected.
Hey, no. You swore. We don't talk about that.
I got bit on my arm.
Ellie, we don't talk about that.
Did you freak people out then?
I got bit, everybody!
Hey.
I got bit!
Hey! Hey!
I'm immune!
Whoa! Hey!
Woo!
Jesus. I swear, you and my brother, same goddamn fucking person.
Same person, you know you're not winning this.
Alpine Run leaves at 1300. You follow the rules. You obey your captain. No questions, no exceptions.
Oh, that depends. Who's the captain?
Ellie,
Okay, fine. Whatever.
It depends who's the captain.
She is Luke's age then, right?
19.
Look who?
Luke Skywalker, man.
Oh.
I
I
don't know
thought we
why.
were talking about this damn show, and
No.
that's something unrelated.
No, it was just I had to put that in my head, like how I still see her as a child, but she's Luke Skywalker's age, you know?
Okay. And that's your who's a child, but an adult?
When I thought of Luke, I was like, he's a dude, you know?
Okay, you never thought of him.
I was young and I looked up to him. You know, he was an
Sure,
ideal.
because you were young, right?
Exactly.
This window isn't keeping the cold out anymore.
Yeah. Caulk. It's high up on my list. We've been using a ton of it to restore the new,
We need to build faster.
Faster? Sure, how much faster? See, we got this, dial, called the constructometer.
Joel.
The fence.
What's inside?
People.
What's outside?
Monsters.
That's right. And how do we keep them out?
We shoot them.
Are you shooting monsters?
No.
Are you shooting monsters?
No.
You are, you're shooting monsters.
Daddy!
There he is.
So weird, isn't it?
I miss you, boy.
Hey.
What y'all up to?
Well, your wife wants me to build faster.
Didn't you tell her about the big dial?
I love it.
It's an in-joke.
Yeah.
You hunting or
Infected.
what, by yourself?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, sure.
What do you have?
Herbal tea. But the tea's mostly thistles and dirt.
Is the therapist?
Didn't know psychiatrists were allowed to drink in these things.
A psychotherapist. Psychiatrists are the pill ones. And no, we're not allowed to drink in these things, but I woke up this morning feeling sad. It's my first birthday without my husband in 41 years. Let's try something different.
Like what?
Oh, like not pretending you have the most boring problem in the world. Oh, 19-year-old daughter. She's acting toward me like every 19-year-old daughter has ever acted toward their dad, ever. What is this, our 5th session? Are you just gonna keep grouching on like this every time?
Aren't you supposed to be validating me or something?
Oh, yeah, actually I am. But I'm not gonna do it anymore. Because you're lying to me, and it's exhausting. Yes, you are, Joel. Yes, you are. I've done this long enough to know when somebody is leaving something out, and you are definitely leaving something out. And you want me to validate that? No. In fact, fuck no.
I love her already.
You shot and killed my husband. You killed Eugene. And I resent you for it. No, maybe a little more than that. I hate you for it. Say the thing you're afraid to say. I can help you. Say it out loud, no matter what it is, no matter how bad. I promise I will help.
I saved her.
And she knows it. Ellie probably knows that there's lying too. That's why there's like this divide. Like if she can tell there's a lie, you know?
It's like there's a lie, but you can tell like he would do it again, you know?
For sure, but that's, I mean, regardless of him doing it again or not, that's not the wedge driving in between them right now, you know?
Ooh, where'd you get the holster? Dominique. Traded some old boots for it. Should've kept the boots. Here, let me help. I can do it. That's okay. I got it. There we go. Better? Yeah, better.
Look at you with all that hardware. You're like Curtis and Viper. You know, those movies Joel likes?
Yeah, I know.
I was actually gonna maybe watch them tomorrow night with him, if you want to join.
Patrol?
Yeah. Yeah, Patrol. Thank you.
I keep thinking about how much I'd rather have boots.
I know.
I don't want to get tetanus or something on a rusty nail. I don't know.
Well, I want to have grip too.
Yeah.
Wearing tennis shoes or something like that in the snow and ice.
Yeah, man. It gets soggy socks.
Cold.
Fuck.
If you see 1 or 2 runners, that's fine. Clear them out. Anything more, anything worse, you come on back and we send out a squad. Understood?
You know you're only like 4 years older than us, right?
Just say understood.
Understood.
Thank you.
She better not cause problems.
When you're back, Today's all clear sign is yellow. Yellow, good. Green, bad. The others look up to you two. For some fucking reason.
Oh, why? But I would insist on changing those colors.
Right?
Why?
Green, good. Yellow, bad.
Yeah, but what if someone kills them and comes back and they're like waving the green ones like, oh, green would be good, you know? They just assume that.
Yeah, I guess.
You know? Now this way you've tricked people that could try to sneak in.
Yeah. It would just bug me.
So you going tonight?
Yes, I'm going.
Taking anyone? Kat's available.
Why would I ask Kat?
Because she's the other one.
Oh my god.
What? Tell you what, you can go with me. We can get baked. We can dance to the smooth tunes of, what are they called? Brittany and the Jug Boys. It'll be fun. We'll count down to the new year together. BFFs 2029.
Aren't you and Jesse?
No.
We're going into New Year's, is that what we're doing? Okay. What's going on? Ooh.
We should go back and report it.
Recon, Kat! Let's fucking recon!
Wait, guys.
No one listens to the captain.
This doesn't count as fucking up. Yet.
It's a long blood trail.
Ooh, a bear?
Oh my god.
What killed the bear? And where are
Ice Age.
the rest?
Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like at least one of them made it back in.
Maybe needed a nap after chomping that poor thing.
Yeah.
What do you call Grizzly's ribs? Barbecue.
I approve.
The pun book. I forgot about the pun book.
Hi. Oh, hi there. Here comes fun.
Hi.
Why are they're such dicks?
They are.
Hey, come on. Rules.
Oh. What are they gonna end up doing? I have a bad feeling.
Okay.
Well, fine. I'm gonna let you guys go in there.
I'm in control. Damn.
I hear noises.
Just remembered I'm deaf in one ear and I would suck at this.
Only just now?
I was thinking games where something's on the ground, you think it's dead, and it gets up.
Yeah. Grabs your ankles.
Oh, come walking around like doing the thing.
That's why I just run blindly into things. I'm the danger. I just die a couple times and I figure out what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Figure out all the surprises and then get 'em with time travel.
Oh yeah, find a bottle, throw it. I love finding a bottle. I always upgraded the brick if I could.
The silent communication is like...
July was a dog?
And he was the best of that month.
He was the best worker in July?
That's not putting down the other workers. That's how good he did.
Oh, you're gonna walk through the glass you threw?
Okay, yeah, just get in there. That's what net.
Yep.
Where's the other one?
Do I have to shoot you in the face?
Not today.
Oh. Nice.
Make sure you're clear.
Right?
Oh my god, before we leave, you gotta check out the employee.
So much better than it could have been.
Dang.
Not impaled? Okay.
I would be perfectly still for like 10 seconds, just listening.
I would have to do the meme like, that hurt!
Hi, Ron.
Hey, Billy! And then I would die because it hurt me. Yeah. Damn, that's good.
That was really good.
That's good stuff.
Why wasn't it already after her before? Why is it being sneaky? Must be a thing. It didn't move very human-y. Right? Move like Calvin.
If you turned, you would do that.
If I turned, but not when I was normal. Yep, there went Calvin.
Damn it.
I love the camera just trailing behind enough to see, like...
Yep.
It's like when you're looking for somebody at Walmart, you keep going, and you think, what if they were just slightly off to the side? I can't look down the aisle. Oh, I hate that sound. Why does it have to sound so human?
Yeah, right?
Damn you, mushrooms.
Acting weird, isn't it?
Run at me!
Isn't that weird? Damn it!
Whoever this person was, they were really good at hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
It's like cordyceps coming out of their head, huh?
Yep.
It's like a crown.
Ellie behind you. You don't hear it? No nose. Ah!
Whoa!
They come out of their nose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Dude, what is this thing doing? Oh shit! She's gonna get bit.
Oh, belly bite.
That immunity thing's about to come to light.
Belly bite, man. Like, yeah, she's allowed to be a little more reckless, but she still has to hide that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Get it out.
Get the mushrooms out of me.
So you're saying it was what?
Yeah. What a set.
Smart?
I'm not saying it could do math or anything, but it didn't run at me. It did what we do. Took cover, planned, waited, lured me in. Stalking.
And how exactly is you two running into an uncleared building qualify as following the rules?
We've killed a lot of infected before, and you're telling me what, if it were you and Joel, you wouldn't have gone in?
Well, that ain't the same.
Why?
Because it's different.
How?
Hope the bite doesn't change anything.
Do we believe them?
Dina was lying. She didn't say anything, but I believe Ellie.
Saw right through her.
Yeah.
4 hours till New Year's. We adjourn.
Oh, don't have anything bad happen at New Year's. We were setting up for this whole party all episode. Got cut into her stomach. Like, what if the infection is different? What if it's mutated and it does infect her? Is she trying to take care of it, or does she want it to not look like a bite?
I mean, you would want not to look like a bite if someone sees it, right?
You been playing much?
Enough, yeah.
Strings are shot.
Oh.
I'll put some new ones on for you.
Well, you don't have to do that.
Get it back tomorrow.
He just keeps trying to fix things, huh?
She's putting on quite the show.
You guys will be back together in 2 weeks, tops.
Not gonna happen.
Why?
Ellie, hey, what took you so long?
This next one is
Every guy in this room is staring at you right now.
Maybe they're jealous of you.
No reason to be. I'm not a threat.
I think they should be terrified of you.
Hey. It's a family event.
Sorry.
In a church. Yikes.
What did you just say?
No.
Yeah. I'd say if like that other couple was kissing, you wouldn't have said anything probably.
What is wrong with you? I don't need your fucking help.
Right.
I like that you shouldn't push a guy. Look at guy.
The roots.
Don't have some kind of weird, like... Damn it. Some weird moving shit.
It's got some weird movement shit, Aaron.
Dude, we gotta burn that shit out. Is this fireflies or a patrol or what's this? Oh no, it must be fireflies. No! That's not good. They found Joel.
Joe.
Whatever his name is. But dang, that's where it ends.
Damn it, he should have aged poorer. He wouldn't be handsome.
Right?
You know?
You wouldn't recognize him so easily.
Damn. Took a surprising amount of notes.
Don't you already know the story?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Aaron, you're kind of right. It feels like the trailer that we saw, which I'm trying to remember everything that was in it. Was Catherine O'Hara in that trailer?
I don't remember Catherine O'Hara being in the trailer.
That was, at least for me, a nice surprise or a nice reminder. I can't remember if we knew that or not. But I was like, oh, cool. And I really liked her, the scene that she got in here. But
Yeah, I don't remember
damn.
Eugene.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he killed him here in Wyoming.
Yeah.
But I don't remember when or why.
Well, it was justified, apparently.
Justified.
In that it's appropriate for her to forgive him.
Sure. I get you.
But she doesn't, which is, I think, what he's afraid of with Ellie. Like, it would be appropriate to forgive him for doing that, but she might not.
Sure. I mean,
You know?
his struggle is not telling the truth, right? Like, that's his thing. He doesn't want to tell her that perhaps she could have saved the world, but he didn't want to lose her. Yeah. So he didn't give her the choice to be able to do it.
Mhm.
Like, that was one of the big things, right? It's like, Ellie kind of doesn't get the choice. The Fireflies are just going to do it, or Joel is going to save her.
Yeah.
There's not really a, what do you want to do, Ellie?
Yep.
So, but I love,
the chicken
Pedro Joel's moment there where it's like, okay, now your turn to tell me something, and you see his face, and then it suddenly just hardens, and he's like, I saved her, and he leaves. That's all he
Fearless
is.
Joel, right? I mean,
incapable of showing vulnerability.
We see all the things that he is capable of in the first season, but here we find the thing that he can't do.
Sure. No, I mean, he has to be hard and tough to protect the people he cares about, kind of thing, right? Like the bad things that he'll do to keep people alive, and all the things he has done in the past. But like the roots coming through the pipes.
Yep.
Like, I forget exactly how they established them in this, but like the cordyceps here can alert for like cordyceps around, and then they can all come this way. So
it's like an underground system.
The thing with that is like, is it going to alert a larger group who are trying to find food, so they're just putting it out there, or is it going to alert smarter ones, or a mixture of the two? Like whatever the one was in the supermarket, like for a second I thought maybe it was like someone kind of like Ellie, where like they kind of were infected, but they're like fighting against it, and they're not like fully cordycepted. You know what I mean? That's why they're like looking around and like they're curious, but they're not.
They might be a little bit more
you know?
immune and have a little bit more agency than some of the others, which, if that's the case, like easily makes them more threatening than two of the normals, you know?
Well,
In my eyes.
Well, and that was one that wasn't clickered
Yeah.
yet, right? That was one of the earlier stages.
It was just getting their little crown of mushrooms.
Yeah, so it could still see.
Yeah.
Which is why it didn't hunt for the sound. It was probably sitting there like watching, and then it started crawling around and
Yeah.
stuff. So
It was just peeking out far enough to see when Ellie would go past the shelves, and then it would go.
in the first game, like if they saw you or you made noise, like they were after you. Here now, like you have something that's like, well, it's hunting us.
Yeah. It seems like Jackson has some sort of like scout system, and they watch around the surrounding area, so they're not going to be surprised by like a huge horde. But yeah, if there's some type of underground mushroom system that can like organize that quickly where it can't be detected, that could be a problem.
Yeah, if there's a big group. I mean, in the last season they had that hole that opened up, right? And then that's when like the big guy came out of it. And those guys had like machine guns and stuff, and there were just so many, they were overwhelmed and they left, you know, like we could get something like that maybe, where it's like they're traveling underground, or it just notifies them and they all traverse knowing what direction to go, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
And there's so many people here. I don't like them doing relationship stuff because it's a terrible world, and that means that someone's gonna die and it's gonna be sad. It's gonna happen.
You don't even want them to attempt relationships.
No relationship. Give it up.
Just wait to die.
Yes.
Fuck the race.
Have a relationship somewhere where I won't see it, so that I don't get sad when someone dies.
I understand.
All these people talking about like
we don't know what kind of relationship that bear had, but we only saw.
I'm not sad about it because I didn't know about it.
I
You
get
know.
you. Yeah.
If I knew Gail and Eugene before Joel killed Eugene, I'd be more sad for Gail. You know.
Yeah. Well,
I've already started liking this Dina girl.
Yeah.
Talking with Joel and stuff.
Yeah.
Want to learn. Like I like that relationship with her.
The only thing I'll say is I think that she's very well casted. Like that actress perfectly hit everything that I think of when I think of that character. So
definitely.
Yeah. She just has chemistry with everybody.
Yeah. No, I think that I liked her very much.
Yeah.
And I don't like that I liked her very much because I feel like the story is more focused usually on Ellie and Joel, which makes you think that she'll die if something happens. You know, I'm like, no, I don't want that to happen.
I think,
just like Tommy and his wife, I don't want them to die either. They have a little kid named Benji who wants to shoot monsters.
Yeah.
Last time we had a little kid.
So cute.
Remember the little kid in the last season with his brother?
Yeah.
That was a terrible story too.
I know, man. I think that this show really gives you the sense of like what is good and bad can be relative to who's around you, right?
Yeah.
We can say like, you know, Joel's wrestling with a thing like, did you do something wrong? Well, I did something right. Like I know I did something right.
How can saving someone be wrong?
Yeah, but as we see here, there's a group of fireflies that after 5 years is still looking for him. You know?
Yeah.
Well, they don't do that because someone did something right. At least in their eyes. You know, if somebody did something to Ellie, how long would Joel seek vengeance? You know?
Sure. No, I mean, this is, them hunting down for all the fireflies. Joel may hunt for, I don't know, like if someone just killed Ellie. I mean, if someone was going to kill Ellie, he killed everybody.
Yeah.
And it's not just, it's not like, you know, I have to imagine the people that were there believed in themselves. Like, he didn't just kill anybody. He killed, like, the people that might be able to save the world. You know? At least that's what they believed.
Yeah, they were working against the government who was just keeping everything contained and trying to, like, find a cure for everybody.
Fedra,
Like, her death could have resulted in a cure that he could have brought back to, like, Tommy and everybody, and they could have started getting rid of everything and making everyone immune.
I mean, she affected, like,
whatever.
She has
some kind of vaccine to immunize everybody.
Anybody that messed up the way that she did this episode would be dead because of the infection. You know, she gets to
but
the privilege of a one-up. You know,
everybody
of
had that,
a green mushroom.
A bite won't matter so much. It's just it just bleeds. You know?
Sure.
If they bite you here, it's still bad. But if
they can still tear you apart, but you're not vulnerable to the infection.
Yeah.
Like that just makes you so much more resilient.
I loved the little details of, especially when they kept talking about, oh, you look like you're from Curto and Viper, the movie Joel likes. Like, I love that despite the distance between Joel and Ellie, they still said that thing, like, man, you're exactly like him. What she thinks looks cool is based off what Joel thinks looks cool in his favorite movie. She's like, wow, I look like something Joel would like. Because that's her father figure. That's like where she bases her expectations on, you know? I kind of like that connection, despite their distance. Like her preferences are still affected by him. Oh yeah, I wanted to pop this up because we have this prop. That was sent to us with the graphic novels.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
we
the
saw
cover.
this one actually.
That's the one that was on the wall.
Yeah,
Yep,
on the wall.
An extremely detailed prop. If there's an apocalypse, we'll hide these around town.
Yep.
For
So get
survivors.
such a laugh.
Yeah, there's gonna be like one survivor that
Maybe
recognizes the irony of playing Last of Us and living through this.
Yeah.
I do this with The Walking Dead, but don't you kind of have like a I don't know, like a apocalypse, like tourism feel of like, that would be kind of cool. To like live in a place like Jackson, you're constantly having like new ways of improving like this like starter community, you know? Like I was born into a community that's like we tamed all the wolves.
Sure.
You know, like we're not worried about coyotes taking our children. They now are domesticated. You know, like we've tamed our world in a certain sense, but there's something about this that's like almost like frontier feeling, you know, that
Yeah, it's like
I want to like go and like tour it, but not actually live there.
It's like the part of a survival video game where you're like still assembling, like how to get your food and how to get your water and building shelter and stuff like that. Like the really fun part of the game, but then like once you have everything, it's not as much fun. You know, you gotta go out and adventure and explore and do something else other than surviving because you have those needs taken care of.
Now everything is good and runs and
now
we find control.
You find a really fucking cool holster, you know.
It's like, oh man, this is the greatest thing.
They need a better weed farm.
Yeah, they do.
Just shaking stems. That's all they have.
It's winter.
Make do, man.
Damn, and Dina smoke. Like obviously there are more people smoking. You know, like
Dina gets the good stuff.
You need to like. We can't have like a little grow area somewhere here in this place, away from the snow and allowing it to grow properly.
Yeah, I mean, greenhouse, man. Doesn't take that much energy.
Couple grow tents or something.
Yeah.
I tell you what, like I understand that it's like her style, but I can't imagine a worse shoe in this world.
Converse.
Well, Converse because it's the flat one, right? Like you're in snow. And you're in stirrups on a horse. Like, cowboy boots are like that, so they can fit into the stirrups.
So
Converse are flat.
So they rest, and your foot doesn't go all the way through the stirrup.
Yeah. I'm not an experienced horse rider or anything, but I remember, like, being like, you should wear something with a heel.
It's typically good.
Yeah.
And she just cares about her gun.
Yeah.
Like, she wants to have her gun ready and available. Is that easier to do? Like you were talking about like swords, like where it's like on your back a sword is not really that great because usually your extension doesn't fully like.
Now it's just a single strap. It's not like one of these straps because with that you can like move it around and grab it from here sometimes, right, and then bring it back. Whereas if you have the strap that does this, you can't like move it and do that.
Yeah, but the shotgun's in a scabbard, so you have to like get it out of the scabbard from your back.
That would be tough to do quickly.
She grabbed it at one point, I think, right? But it's like it's still like pulling a sword from your back. It's like Link, right?
Well,
Link always has a sword back here. He goes.
She had it on her saddle, and then she pulled it from there. Like did
well,
she
not
pull
after
it
she
from
fell,
her
though,
back?
right? After she fell, she was there, I thought, with her pistol, and then she put that away and grabbed the shotgun whenever something was around, right? I think. I was just thinking about like how hard would it
comes
be.
from video games. I just assume it takes 4 frames. Brick. Bottle.
Yeah.
I have 7 bottles.
Crossbow fully assembled from nowhere. Yeah.
Let me get my nail grenade.
Does she already have it now? When did she pull it?
She has the pistol tucked
I
up
think
here.
she does it here.
She just ends up with it there. Maybe she did just pull it off.
Yeah, she just had it over
She
her
had the
shoulder.
scabbard on.
But the
her
thing she
horse.
got for the boots, I feel like it's good to carry, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like in a time of having it ready, it might not be that good.
Sure. It can be good for your horse, you know, like when you're traveling on the horse and you just kind of like put it in your saddle.
I'm not talking about the horse, Eric.
Yeah,
That's not what I'm talking about.
like, just
Quickly Down Under had one on his horse.
Yeah.
That was good. He's a great shot. I was talking about the back one.
Yeah.
But maybe she was just putting it on her back to carry it to the horse.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all she was doing, you know?
Yeah.
That way
Like
the whole-
it's a rifle scabbard, so wherever you want your rifle to be is where you would hang the scabbard, right? If you want your rifle on your back, it's on your back. If you want it on your horse, it's on your horse. You know, and then it keeps your long gun clean, keeps it protected from like debris and from shock, and you know if it happens to be a scoped rifle or something like that.
Sure.
Like that DMR that
Which
they were using.
yeah, scope stuff there, and she was doing really well. I wonder if like her and Tom, like who are the good like scope people, and if that's going to be important later, you know?
Yeah, he seems to be like
shots.
training her, or at least giving her some experience.
Well, they were pretty far away, you know? Like,
Yeah,
that was some
she was
distance.
making some probably at least like 800-yard shot there, and being accurate enough to hit a human-sized target that
She
far.
missed the head, but got probably the chest there.
That is
it is nice
Not
to have
bad.
like the silhouette not on like ground or leaves or anything. It's on white.
Sure.
Right? So it's a little.
You have a really crisp outline
Yeah.
that you can measure distance from a rangefinder reticle or something. Yep.
Yeah.
The thing that bothered me the most in this is that when Tommy took the magazine out of the DMR, he did not clear the chamber. So there's just one in there.
Maybe
assumedly.
he never put one in the chamber.
Yeah.
Because she was shooting.
Maybe it wasn't.
But it's not a manually operated bolt action. It's a semi-auto. So there's still one in there.
Maybe
Well, if he put the magazine in, but then never like to go, right?
But she shot with it.
No, she shot with hers, right? Not his.
That was
Or did
his.
She shoot with his.
That was his. Yeah.
Maybe they have a certain rule, and it's not his decision. I'm not the one who decides, Chica.
Maybe.
You haven't
What do you
seen
mean it's not
You haven't
his
seen Agent
decision?
Shield, damn it.
What do you mean?
Maybe they shot all the bullets in that, and then he was just taking the magazine out,
Yeah.
and it was empty. And he just didn't check to make sure it was empty, but it's because he shot all the bullets.
So they walked all the way back from patrol with an empty gun.
Well, yeah, because you don't want you're sniping. At that point, you're patrolling. You're not shooting. You just want to look from a far away distance, and if they're close up, you use your pistol. Shut up, Calvin. Could use binoculars, but they have a scope. In the games, they always use a scope because like you could use binoculars. Come on, have this.
Sure.
Use that.
Binoculars typically
Don't shoot people.
have a higher field of view and zoom. Magnification, I should say.
There's a couple lines in here that I really loved. The first one was during Joel and Gail's scene, the therapy scene, where it's like an affirmation for getting stuff, but he's like, I am not responsible for their emotional state. Like I can't put that on me. But then we have a character who has seemingly for 5 years been searching, and he is responsible for her emotional state.
Yeah, sure.
But he can't put that on himself.
Like he's responsible for Ellie's emotional state.
No, for this
Gale's?
Firefly.
Oh, for
All the
okay.
fireflies.
Like
really.
like
call it
that one in the beginning. Like she was like, "We will do this," and the others are kind of like, almost not as gun ho as she is, but just like, "Promise me you will do this, and I will do it slowly." That Joel is responsible for her torment that she's in right now. But he can't put that on himself. In terms of like what he needs versus it's that relative thing, like what's good for you.
Sure, but you're also looking at her and Gale, both, where it's like they've had people. Joel has killed people they cared about,
Yeah.
and they're both responding to it differently, right? So like, there's also an element there where it's like, is he responsible for both their emotional states for that, or is it because of the way they both handle it from there?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And then the other one I really liked was during like the Count Jackson, Wyoming council meeting. That one lady was like, "Reality is nothing but a collective hunch."
Sure.
Just thought it was a sick line. I just really liked it. I wanted to write it down.
Did you
Just
write
like-
did you write who said it?
No.
Oh,
What was her name?
I don't know. You're the one who wrote down the quote. I don't remember.
Did they say her name?
Yeah, they said I don't know, Lily Tomlin or something. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
was Lily Tomlin.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not the character that said it here, but the quote. Okay, I didn't write down
The person she was quoting when
Yeah,
she
my
said
bad.
that.
I was like, shit, the redhead got they named out the council member name. I didn't get that.
No, the quote
Okay.
that you like so
Yeah.
much. I was like, who is Lily Tomlin? That name sounds familiar.
It
Singer?
does.
Or something? Who is it?
Lily Tom. Never heard.
But no, you heard it just now. They said it. All right. Do we need a poll?
Yes, sir. I almost want Aaron to be solely responsible for it.
I kind of do too. I wouldn't want to influence.
Sure. I mean, I'm trying not to think about like what's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because there's a few shots I know that were in the trailer that wasn't in this.
We also recognize that a lot of people watching this also know the source material, but there's going to be some people that don't. And I think that it's better to try to poll the people that maybe don't. So if you do, I mean, you can still vote, but we might have an option that's like source. I know the source material for this one especially.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cause no, I mean, like, there's things I could talk about where I'm like, you know, I was talking about the relationships. I'm like, does Dina die from the cordyceps or something like that? Do the fireflies kill Joel? But I feel like all these, if people play the game, they're all like, oh, I have an idea of what I'm going to do with this. So I don't know if any of these would be good as far as like deaths of characters or anything.
We could do the poll as just a general, like, how many people watching and interacting with us this season have played the game versus haven't.
Get an idea of
and that might inform our polls throughout the season.
Yeah. I would be curious, I guess, to know who has already either played or like watched someone play where they know the source material or it's not familiar with the source material. You want to make that the first one then?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Guys, for the poll for the first episode of season 2, we want to know how many of you guys are familiar with the source material, whether you have played the game or you've watched people play the game with playthroughs and whatnot, walkthroughs and stuff, or are you blind and you haven't watched or played any of Last of Us Part 2? Maybe you only watched the first season. Maybe you only played the first game. I don't know.
And if you are one of those people that are going in blind, what are your expectations for this season? What do you think we're in for when it comes to the setup that we have, what's rolled over from the last season, and where we possibly think we can go? And yeah, that might help inform our polls in the future. See how many people are actually doing that.
Sure. And like you guys are aware, so there won't be, if you read the poll, you'll be like, oh, I can't talk about this part here, but I see what they're saying here, or whatever.
Yeah. Sure.
You're like, oh, this guy's excited for that one scene. Like, what does that mean?
They know.
Yeah, right? Like, a lot of games have, like, that one scene or that one moment, you know? So, but yeah, that's going to be our poll, guys. Are you familiar with the source material for Last of Us Part 2 or not? And let us know over at blindweb.com. Comment there, and we'll talk about it next week.
That music kicking in. The music video's over.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you did enjoy this and you want to see more, because we'll be back next week. Also, check out Blind Wave Gaming here on YouTube, which has most of our playthroughs and highlights for games. And also twitch.tv/blindwave, where we stream games like many times throughout the week. Like right now it's Crowd Control, and it's crazy like every day.